Hello and welcome to Luck School. We're live online right now, and every day we're learning new ways to cultivate more luck in our lives through following the science of luck, based on the research by Richard Wiseman, who wrote this book, The Luck Factor. And today we're learning a little bit more about intuition. So yesterday we thought about intuition, and his research found that people that were consistently luckier tended to listen to their intuition more. It took him ages to work out what is it that makes people luckier. One of the things is the decisions they make. And then he looked at different types of decision making, and he found out with his team that it was intuition that really helped. How did people tune into their intuition? I'll share this in the next few days, but basically, they did more things like meditation and yoga and taking quiet time or sleeping on things before making decisions. This is what the luckier people consistently tended to do. So today I want to share a story with you about one man who was a lucky person and who did tend to listen to his intuition. And this guy was a roofer. He was about 32 years old, and he was working on a large roof, and it had been snowing. And that wasn't too much of a big deal. He'd done that before as well. So he was working on this large roof, and he's walking around, and then the roof dropped a bit, and then it kind of went back up again. And it was a felt roof. So he thought, okay, I can just jump down there and then go back up. And he was about to jump down, but there's something within him that said, no, don't do it. And it was unusual because of normally he would always jump. It's not part of his nature to not jump. He would always be jumping from one part of a roof to another, and he'd done that kind of thing many times before. But in this situation, there was something that stopped him. So he listened to his intuition in that case, and he carried on working on the roof and doing the other parts and stuff. Then when he went down and he looked back up, that section he was going to jump on was a huge piece of glass. It was a skylight. And if he'd jumped down the 6 or 7 foot onto this skylight, he would have gone through the glass and all the way down 60 feet or something onto a staircase. So he listened to his intuition, and that was a moment which actually saved his life. And there's some other stories there of people. Another lady where there was a motorbike person who seemed to be lost and wanted some directions. And when he stopped to ask her directions, something felt really unusual. She felt very cold in her body and didn't feel comfortable at all. And rather than kind of answering the questions, she slowly went to get her keys to start her car. And when she followed that intuitive feeling, he seemed to get nervous and he drove away. And turned out later on he actually had a gun, and obviously something could have happened. So again, she listened to her intuition and it saved her life. So there's just a couple of the stories, and there's a few more in there. And I'm sure you've got so many stories of listening to your intuition and it leading to good things. Sometimes not as extreme as life-saving or not life-saving, but I'm sure many of you have those stories. I'd love to hear them. If you could share a mini version of them in the comments, that would be awesome. I love hearing stories of people listening to their intuition or gut feeling and it leading to something good or fortunate or saving yourself from an unhelpful situation. So those stories are great because it inspires us to listen to our own intuition a bit more too. So the practice for today, the exercise is nice and simple, which is just to consciously listen to your intuition. Yesterday we did a little bit of journaling, which you may or might not have done. If you want to do it today, you're welcome to do so. Just journaling moments in your life, big decisions, when you listen to your intuition and it worked out, and when you didn't listen to your intuition and you seem to have gone down the wrong route slightly there. So just journaling about that can be helpful. But today, just have a go at consciously listening to your intuition a bit more. Like, how do you feel about work at the moment, or home, or relationships? What does your intuition tell you about what you should do next? Which direction should you go? What choices would be a good one to make? Is there a certain person you should call or text, or just be alive and present with your intuition when you go for a walk outside, for example, and you're looking around? What does it tell you to do? Which direction is the next one for you? And the great thing is that this is your unconscious that's giving these directions to us. And so in some ways it's effortless. It comes to you. The feelings come to you rather than you having to make a lot of effort for them. If anything, it's about making less effort and allowing them to arise. So it's interesting. It's a really interesting area, I think, and I'm sure there's more books and stuff on it. I'd love to learn more about intuition and gut feeling. So again, if you have any resources or ideas, I'm very open to learning new stuff about it as well. So I'd love to hear that as well. Thanks a lot for watching, and I look forward to seeing you for day 12 of the Luck School. Bye for now.